settle in and grab your libation. It could be your wine or tea or coffee or whatever you want to drink. And let's just sit back and chill. I'll be with you in a moment. Are you guys ready? Okay, well, so am I. So let's get into it. Here I come. Hola, from the west side. Hey, Angela. Happy Wednesday, guys. Happy Wednesday. All right, let me turn this down. I am so loud. I'm so loud. Or this mic is just very good. This mic is just very good, I guess. All right, let me come on camera. All right, get my lighting together here. All right. So my beverage tonight is a little lemonade, because I've been sipping my lemonade, watching the madness in the YouTube streets. But anyway, happy Wednesday. We made it to the middle of the week. We just got a couple more days till the weekend. And I need the weekend. Because, like in real life, I've been in meetings for the last 2 days. And it's been a rough 2 days. All day long. So I wanted to start out by talking about some of the stuff that's just kind of trending around here. Shouts out to content creators that I actually, listen to what they're saying and catch their opinions on some of the stories and stuff that is out there. Big shout out to Couture Bay, because, if you sleeping on Couture Bay, you shouldn't be. She has it going on. You guys all know that I am from the Jovi Beauty Camp. That's where I came from, before I was a content creator. So let's, I support both of these ladies, and they both have some really good stories on the celebrity front. So I want to talk about the Kylie Jenner situation. And her fashion choices. um, being the mother of biracial children. Now, I don't know if you guys follow TikTok, but on TikTok, biracial children as adults and I guess, teens and adults are on TikTok dragging their palm colored moms. And they're dragging them for behaviors such as this, when their palm color gives them, that palm privilege. So Kylie Jenner has been out there wearing this noose necklace that the designers Givenchy took major shiznick, a whole bunch of mess over for putting that stuff out there for 2022. Distasteful, very, aces, very insensitive to people of color. But, as we see, this is the kind of stuff that, these European designers design because, they don't think about us. This is what they think of us. As we all know, the only reason that there are quote unquote different races is because Europeans created that to make themselves be, superior. When, in all actuality, when their ancestors were still in caves, our ancestors were creating math and science, art and music. But anywho, she chose to wear this noose necklace, and she's the mother of biracial children. In a world that generally sees biracial children as being when their father is this color. Okay? Now, I'll give her an A for effort. At least all her children are with the same person. But nonetheless, she's a baby mama. And she has children who have a different ethnicity than herself. And this freaking necklace, like, what the F are you doing, girl? How old is this child? Because, I'm calling her, I'm saying she's a child, but I think she's older. Couture, girl, I'm talking about Kylie. Girl. I don't want to say she's a child because I don't think she is a child. She's one of those palm colored mothers that the biracial children are warning people about. Having these black children in these families that are insensitive to the black experience. Let me see. How old is this girl? Trying to see how old she is. Age. Because I seem to think. So she's okay. So she's 25. Her brain has just completely developed. Her brain is just completely freaking developed. This is just disgusting behavior. She should not get a pass for this any more than her sister Kim gets a pass for the Balenciaga. Mm-mm. This family, y'all. And she has two, for all intents and purposes, you can call them biracial, but the world sees them as black. Her children present as black. So therefore, that's what the world is going to see. Just like that's what they see when they look at her sister Kim's children. North is finding that out. You know, Dream's the only one, that has a black mother, and the only one with a Kardashian name. How about that part? It's all of them. It's all of them. It's all of them. You just think about it, except for Courtney. It's all of them except for Courtney. I mean, well, Kendall, I don't know, because she's flipped over. She's flipped over to here too before, so but she tends to probably steer more to the other. But this is just, you're in a family. You have children who present as black, and just about all the grandchildren, all the children in your family are black, and you put on a noose. I'm not even going to give you the pass for youth, even though your brain is just developed. Mm-mm. That's just simple privilege. Thinking you can do stuff. That's like your sister, thinking because of her privilege, that she can go desecrate, Marilyn Monroe's gown. And I think now she's trying to desecrate something that belonged to Princess Diana. Your family's just weird. That's what you guys are saying. She knew better. She don't get no passes for this. She gets no passes. And you have black children. You have black children, girl. Your children. Your children are the descendants, are descendants on their father's side from the diaspora, which means they are descendants of slaves. And that noose that you're wearing around your neck, even as late as a year or two ago, was being used right here in Southern California, where you live, young lady. They were L-wording a bunch of black men in Southern California in the past couple of years, during this time where we were having the panorama around the world. And your ass gets out here with a noose on for Fashion Week in Paris. You purposely decided that was going to be cute. And, I have to wonder, do they know do the designers know when they had you to wear that you have black children? I wonder, did they think about the fact that you have children who are black? Because see, we're not doing this biracial stuff when you're around here parading with the noose around your neck. Mm-mm. No. We need you to recognize that you have black children and that you're one of those mothers that your children are going to be talking about, on whatever the version of TikTok type of social media is in about 10 years. Because the internet is forever. And your kids might not understand that today, but trust me, those pictures will pop back up. Just, she ain't thinking. She's not really thinking about how that's going to impact her children. But again, she is that palm-colored mother. The one who doesn't know how to do her daughter's hair. Who is not going to make sure that her children know about the black experience. She's never going to have that talk, because how can she have that talk with them? She don't know to have that talk. She's that mother. She's the mother who's going to take her children into situations where they're going to be made to feel uncomfortable around people in her world that don't look like them. And then she's going to think back on when she wore this noose necklace and wonder about the decision she made and how wise it was with her dumb ass. And yes, her and her sister dropped out of school. And remember, they showed it on Keeping Up with the Kardashians. That was, back when, when they were just freaking, rich white people in LA. That nobody knew anything about them except that, Kim was Ray J's ex-girlfriend. That was their claim to fame. And Kendall was dropping out because she wanted to pursue modeling. So she was just going to get her a high school equivalency for that. Kylie just didn't want to go to school. And they were in one of them, like, prestigious schools where they have to do anything except show up to graduate. Just ridiculous. And I mean, yeah, okay, yeah, she's made all this money and everything on paper, but not really. Not really. With, allegedly rip-off makeup. Yeah, that was not very well made. The lip glosses and everything. I heard when they were first coming out that they were like that stuff was making people's lips swell up from them. What kind of ingredients was in that stuff? That sounds like the cheap makeup that they sell in the alley. And the alley is in downtown LA, where you can buy like a bunch of different, stuff for bargain prices and everything. And along with the bargain prices on, fashions, they also have this cheap ass makeup that God, please don't use, because you might get bacterial infections in your eyes from it. That was the kind of caliber that her stuff was when it first came out. I don't know who it was tested on. She overcame that, but you're gonna have to come up with something new. Your fashion choices, you're not a fashion icon, young lady. And you need to be more conscious of what the F you put on when you have children that are at least 50% black. Okay? Yeah. It's like, you need to start thinking about what you're doing. You are not a teenager. You are an adult. Granted you're 25, but you are the mother of 2. So you need to make better choices. And don't do that kind of shit anymore. Ugh. Made me curse. Just that kind of stuff boils my. Now, on another front, we have some situations that are going on here on YouTube. So we know that Jaguar Wright is, away from Solar, and now him and Velvet are doing they're doing these live streams calling out all the ex-members of Carbon Nation, and insinuating that the people that are in these Carbon Nation 2.0 or whatever the heck they're doing are cultish, and that they're not living what they're saying. Excuse me, like they were living what they were saying. I'm like, all of y'all are off your rocker. With all of this madness that y'all are doing. Ain't homeboy in prison forever? Ain't homeboy in prison forever? I mean, is he ever going to get out of prison? I'm not thinking he's ever going to get out of prison. Yeah. Speaking of prison, we also have, the Tracy and Rob situation. Now I'm gonna tell y'all what my opinion is, and my opinion has always been. This is spinning into my dating in your 50s piece here. She's a grown ass woman, okay, and this isn't none of our damn business. And it shouldn't have been played out on YouTube so that people could have an opinion about it. But since it played out on YouTube, people have an opinion about it, because that's the reason why we're all talking about it, because how else would we know anything about it? Okay. She came to California. She was dealing with this guy that was here in California. He is allegedly in his mid-40s. From, he came into the beef sector. People were saying he was from the most beef sector, but apparently that's not where this, is from. He is from the conscious community. He from the Black Israelites and Hotep Dusties. So that explains a lot. That explains a lot in regards to him. So he, I guess, had a decent job. But I don't think he has that job anymore. It's interesting that he had a decent job, because he had a breathalyzer installed in his effing car. Now, I'm gonna just tell y'all how it works in California, okay? Not that I've ever had a DUI, knock on wood, because if I'm drinking, my behind is at freaking home. I'm not out and about doing that. At least not at this age. When I was younger, when I was younger, I might have done a little stuff, but I usually stayed close to home. So I was someplace that, if necessary, I could walk home. That part. And, but if he had a breathalyzer in his car, this means that he has had several DUIs. Several. And it also means that his blood alcohol level was way over the legal limit. And so when they install this in your car, they install it in your car because, for whatever reason, your ass keeps driving drunk. So this is to keep you from driving drunk, to save lives. Do you understand what I'm saying? It is to save lives. Now, if Tracy was driving his car at any point during this time, and he was not in the car, how was she getting the car to start? Because, see, the way the breathalyzers work is you have to blow into the breathalyzer or the car will not start. Yeah. Now, I don't know if they can tell if it's his breath or it's hers. And I don't know if he had one of the ones where there's an actual freaking camera attached to it. Certainly hope not. But she said she was driving him to work at some point during this time period when she was out here. So that would mean that, unless she, he drove it to his job and they just left, they didn't turn the car off. And so then she drove it back to the hotel or the Airbnb or whatever. But then how would she get it started? See, you see where y'all see where I'm going? There's no way she could have been driving that car at any point and not had to. Anyway. Okay. Moving right along. And then the other thing that I'm stuck on is, how is she driving if she doesn't have a driver's license? I mean, she doesn't have a valid driver's license. She has one, but it's expired. You know. Hmm. I'm stuck on that because I don't know many people in their 50s that, if they have a driver's license, if they do drive, that that just walk around with no license. Just I'm mine's just blown. That's all I'm saying. I just have a mind blown. Mind blownness right now is what we're doing. I'm mind blown. Okay. So we're just gonna keep moving on from that part. Then, so let me talk about dating in your 50s. So in regards to, some of these things that, since, I'm about to step out of my 50s, but I think I have experience dating in my 50s. One of the things that you really have to, think about is, if you're starting to date somebody new, and if you have both been active intimately, that you need to disclose, status to each other before you get active with each other, which means going to a doctor, and get some paperwork. So allegedly, in this situation, they ain't show no paperwork and did stuff raw. Now, when you're younger people, yeah, okay. But when we're older, we really shouldn't be doing that, because I'm going to tell you, the highest rates of STDs, and they're going to probably limit the monetization on this for that. So my Cash App is $DC the Purple Diva, and please feel free to super chat me, because I think this little part may demonetize me, because right now they're looking for anything to demonetize you or limit. But I gotta talk about this. The highest rate of STDs is among older women. And the majority of these older women, who are they intimate with? They're not being intimate with a whole bunch of younger men. Most of the men are in the same age range. So, can somebody tell me how all these older people are walking around with all these STDs? Somebody tell me what's going on. Is it because the younger men are messing with younger women and then taking those STDs to the older women? I'm just trying to understand why it's such a high rate among older women. Means that you're not using any type of protection to protect yourself from anything. Or maybe y'all are using the lambskin things, which only protect from pregnancy. And if you're in your late 40s, on up, that might not be what you're worrying about. So I'm just trying to understand why so many people are not using protection when they are being intimate with people. Does everybody think that they're monogamous? Because you can't be monogamous if all of these people are coming up with STD. That cannot be the case. And I'm telling you, it's older. I'm talking about over 50. Mm, mm-mm. I just don't understand. That's one of the things that I don't think people take it very seriously, of you know being tested on a regular basis, if you're not especially if you're not monogamous. But that's your health. Like, why would see, I'm either in a monogamous relationship or I'm celibate at this point in life. Yeah, it's either or. You know, mm-mm. But that's one of the issues with in the older, and I'm sure it's an issue for younger people, but it shouldn't be an issue if you're in your 50s. It's like, what the F? You know? And I'm not even talking about the three-letter word. I'm not even talking about the three letters. I'm just talking about the other ones outside of the three letters. The three-letter one, that one's, I know, hopefully it's not as bad as it used to be, but in the ATL, that was a big issue with women who were quote unquote heterosexual, getting them from their heterosexual quote unquote partners. Hopefully that's not as big an issue as it used to be. But I'm talking about for older people. I mean, I don't know how some of you guys get out there and do this online dating in your 50s. I know they've got a few of them. I think there's one that's called Over 50. I can't even remember. I know, like, what is it? I can see, because I don't do the online things. I can't even. Harmony. That's a paid for one. I mean, they have to like Match.com, but yeah, they have ones that are specifically for seniors who are out there in the dating, and it's really for over 50, because as you're over 50, when you're over 50 and you're out here dating, women out dating, we're looking for different things. You're not trying to have children. You're definitely not trying to build together. You If you get with someone in your 50s, you're building for retirement at this point, and really just y'all both should have something coming into it. Just making sure that y'all continue what you need to do up until the time of retirement. But 50s is not the time for struggle love. You don't do struggle love in your 50s. Yeah, struggle love in your 50s is not cute. And that, Tracy, girl, That looked like struggle love. That looked like struggle love. You know, it just, the whole situation was just wow. And really shouldn't have been on the internet. Rule number one, if you're over a certain age, don't put your stuff on the platform if you're a content creator. And I would say don't put it all in social media if you're over a certain age. Even on my my Facebook that is under my my government and all of that stuff. It doesn't really say a whole bunch. I think I just recently changed my cover to be a picture of me and my God, but for the longest it was me and my son in the back of that. And I think he changed his maybe once or twice, to pictures of us. But for the most part, we don't put nothing about our relationship on social media. And we don't have the same friends on social media. We have 2 or 3 friends in common. You know what I'm saying? 2 or 3 people in common. So, if you have a real relationship, it doesn't need to be, everything doesn't need to be out in public. That's just my opinion, and especially when you're older, like, hey, look, I think of myself as being young. I know I don't look the age that I'm about to turn. However, we owe to younger people. At least we're at least middle aged. At this point, in 2 years, I will be actually really considered a senior. My ex-husband, my son's father, is now a senior. And but are you coming in here, David? Because apparently you're dying to come in. He's dying to come in. Come on, come say hi. He's coming. He's coming. Come on. Say hello. Yeah, you gotta look. Yeah, look up there. Don't look down here. Look up there. Say hi, y'all. Okay. Okay. Yeah, he's trying to look. I'm monitoring it in my lap because I have to monitor the sound because I need to know what you guys are hearing on YouTube versus what's going on in the OBS rather. So another thing about dating in your 50s is it's like if you still have some of us still have children under the age of 18, or we still have kids in the home. And especially I would say for the women, depending on what that dynamics is, even though you're over a certain age, that still plays a part in any type of dating that you do. I can speak for myself is that when I was out there dating, you knew I had a kid, but you didn't meet my son right away. Nope, not at all. And I think, like, in most of my relationships, yeah, you wouldn't meet him for, my rule was months, at least 6 months, if not more, you know, at least 6 months, especially because, you know, I have a kid on the spectrum, and, you know, if things don't work out, just, you know, he might be attached to this person, but we ain't together no more. But he still likes them. He still wants to call them. So yeah, yeah. That's the things you have to think about if you have children, or, kids who are going to be around, be they adult or children, and you're dating in your 50s. And then you also have to think about how your children are going to feel about, you being with someone other than their mom or their dad. Like, I'll give an example that I'm going to be having to deal with coming up pretty soon. Is, my guy, his youngest child is under the age of 18. All of his other kids are grown, just like my son, but his youngest child is under the age of 18, and his son is going to be coming out here to visit, and this will be the first time that his son sees his dad with someone other than his mom. Those are the kind of things you have to think about too when you are in your upper age, and just like if you were younger, but it's just the things that you're looking for. Everybody who's dating in their 50s is not looking to get married. Some people are not looking to get married. I'm not one of those people, but there's some who don't want to be married again. And if you're not dating with a purpose, even in your 50s, then don't date. There needs to be a purpose for you dating, even if the purpose is just to go out and have a good time. But as long as that's clear, I'm just getting out so that I'm being social, so I'm around people and everything. It's fine to be casually dating, but like I said, the dating dynamics are different because you're not looking for the same things as you were looking for in your 20s or your 30s or even in your 40s. The things that you're looking for as you're getting closer to your golden years are going to be different, because, like, I'm looking for companion. I'm what I was looking for, and what I is I want a companion going into my golden, when I want to be able to travel. So yeah, I told him he needs to get a friggin' passport, because I'm gonna want to go traveling. Sometimes my son is gonna travel with us. Sometimes David's not gonna travel with me. Because at some point, he's not gonna always want to go where I want to go. But my man better get a passport, or he gonna get left behind too. He gonna get left too. So I mean, those are the things you have to think about. Is what do you want to do? What you're both thinking about doing. What the plans are when you're not working. This light is really bothering me. I'm gonna turn it away because I just can't have it in my eyes. It's just messing with me right now. But yeah, dating in your 50s, even like I said, it still has to be about a purpose. There still has to be a purpose to the dating. Like, When I was dating looking for a relationship. I was not casually dating, you know. I dated one person at a time because that's just, at this point, that's just better for me. Um when I was younger, however, I I could date a couple of guys at the same time. I was not sleeping with all the guys I was dating either. Contrary to popular belief of this generation now, they think that if a woman is dating multiple guys, she must be sleeping with them. Not true. Same thing when you get into your goldens. Every person that you date is not potentially a candidate for that. And hopefully at this point in life, you are very knowing, what you need and what you don't need in certain areas of your life. And that kind of confidence needs to translate into, the decisions you make as far as whether you're going to be intimate or not be intimate with someone. It's my opinion, but I am not a fan of the online dating. I'm a fan of the old-fashioned kind where you actually meet people, and meeting people doing, like going to activities, doing things that you want. They have, groups of singles or unmarrieds that are older, and they have lots of functions, like, what do they call it? The meetups. Like, if you get into some of those meetup groups, that is a good way to meet people and to expand, so that you'll meet people that are interested in things that you like to do. And ultimately, hopefully that, can translate into, doing things, because generally, at least in my opinion, opposites may opposites may attract, but you have to have some type of something in common for there to be anything lasting, especially as you get older, because as we get older, we do tend to be set in our ways about certain things. Not that you can't change things, but there's certain things about us that we are kind of like, this is how I'm gonna be about certain things. And like, what you want out of a person, you generally, you're not as compromising as you would have been when you were younger. You're not as tolerant of things that are not what you want. Let me put it like that. Yeah. Because, I don't have the tolerance for mess. I don't have tolerance for drama. I don't have the tolerance for a man that doesn't have control over his member. Yeah. So, and I don't have time for men who are of a particular age and they still out there chasing tail. And they're so busy trying to, get with the younger women, because they think older women don't look like the younger women. Well, I'm here to tell you that some of us do. hmm Yeah, one of my latest TikToks. Y'all need to go follow me over on TikTok, by the way, at DCD Purple Diva on TikTok. I'm over there doing it. Okay, I'm over there being my whole self. Okay, just posting stuff, silly stuff. I've posted stuff to try to bring some people to come over here and look at my content over here on YouTube. I did the lights, camera, action, dance challenge, RIP Twitch, and yeah, I had to pin it because I'm trying to see how many views that sucker gets. Right now, it's it's like 1,300, somewhere around 1,200, 1,300 views on it. Y'all need to go check it out. It's also on my, I think I have it on my Instagram. Also, DCZ Purple Diva. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me on Twitter. On Twitter, I am the Purple Diva DC. Let me just make sure, because yeah, my original Twitter account got hacked, so there is no DC the Purple Diva on Twitter anymore. The account's there, but it's, it doesn't exist. Yeah, it is the Purple Diva DC. That is the account on it. Yeah, let me go look and see. I'll show you my old account. It was hacked. DCV. But I don't know, since Elon Musk has taken over. I just don't understand why he bought Twitter. I'm still trying to understand why he did that. I don't know why he did that. I'm just looking to see if the page is still there. Let's see, people. Yep. Okay, so it's not even there anymore. Yep. See, this is my tweet that I wrote. The tweet that I wrote, it says after over 10 years here, my old Twitter was hacked, and we'll be refollowing everyone. I still haven't been able to refollow everyone. That happened in 2019. I had been on Twitter since 2009 and had to start over in 2019. I'm still irritated about that. So that's why my Twitter is not the same as everything else. That's why everything except for Twitter is DCD Purple Diva. That's why Twitter's different. It's like, yeah, that's why that's the one. So anyway, you guys, I know I've been on here just rambling for about an hour. I'm good about it's like I gotta cut it off after an hour. But I did get on here this morning. And I did do a 2-minute video this morning. Check it out. I will be continuing to do that. I know I got content. I got to get out. I was able to do it on my phone, even though my phone is still on its last leg. Like I said, maybe for my birthday, I'll get a new phone. Maybe for my birthday, I'll get a new phone. I'll get blessed with a new phone because I need to get a new phone. I mean, now it's like ultimately necessary. But I will see you guys. I'll be back on Friday. Oh, wait a minute. No, I won't be on Friday. I just remembered. I will not be on Friday. I might come on tomorrow night instead. Because Friday I have to do a performance of some scenes, and I'm going to be directing them at a party for someone. I'm just going to have some scenes that we're going to be doing from some of the movies that I'm going to be in, or that I have been in, that are going to be coming out at a birthday party for the producer. So I will not be coming on Friday night because I don't know what time I'm going to get home. So I may come on tomorrow if I don't come on tomorrow, I'll come on Saturday. But in the meantime, I will be pushing out that content, and I will be doing my little silly, morning reviews based on the madness that is the platform, and that is life in general, just to keep, engaged with my audience. So y'all know that I am here. You know, I used to love doing those things. They're so easy for me to do, push them out, and then erase it off my phone. It's done. You know, I don't need to keep them as a souvenir because it's already on it's already out here on YouTube. So I'll see you guys in these YouTube streets. I will see you guys with content over the next couple of days. And if I don't come on tomorrow night, I will be on Saturday live. But let me see if let me get to my outro. Just move so slow. It moves so slow, y'all. Y'all have no idea. And now it's just effing with me. It's StreamYard. It's the OBS. And it's not just me. It does this to a lot of people. I'm just gonna see what it's doing. As I try to get out. There's my mouse. Okay, let me see. If y'all saw the stuff that I had to do, what the F? Okay. Yeah. I need a Mac. I need a new Mac. Cause yeah, I don't have the patience. I don't have the patience of doing this with the laptop. I gotta get a new Mac, y'all. Just don't have the patience for the PCs. No offense. I'm just not a PC girl. Because I have none of these issues. I mean, y'all, all I'm trying to do is get to my damn outro. And StreamYards is not allowing me to be great tonight. It's not let me be great tonight. It's not allowing me to be great tonight. So I'm saying what it's doing. Okay, so it's almost there. Literally. I have a lot of stuff loaded on this one tab in StreamYards. So it's really me. Maybe it can't handle. Maybe I'm gonna have to take some of the stuff in here out. I think that's what I'm gonna have to do. What is that? My son he's oh, you're like, what is she doing? Uh-oh. Okay. All right, y'all. I think I'm there. It's like crazy. We're not going to have these issues the next time, I swear. I will see you guys in these YouTube streets. I'm going to really try to come on tomorrow, even if it's just for a short while. Yeah, I'm going to try to do that. I will see you guys in the meantime. Thank you for the replay crew. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to give me a super thanks if you're on the replay. Peace and blessings from the West Side. I'm out, you guys. Peace. Bye. Well, guys, that's it for tonight's Not So Random Chat. But I'll see you guys the next time. Until then, peace and blessings from the West Side. I'm out. Peace. I know, I'm stuck, y'all. It won't let me out. It won't let me out. All right. I'm gone, y'all. Bye. It's still happening there. See, I don't know what it's doing. I don't know what it's doing. It's tripping. It's tripping. It's tripping. I don't know what it's doing. All right, y'all. Peace. Still won't let me out. God.